This year's NBA deadline has probably been the most boring one we have seen for some years now. And that's not to say that we haven't seen any trades happen this year, because a lot of them kind of happened earlier on. Like the entire Raptors organization just kind of rebuilding out of nowhere, which obviously led to the Knicks getting OG Anunoby, the Pacers getting Pascal Siakam. The Clippers also made their move for James Harden this season, and the Sacramento Kings probably making the biggest move, going for Filip Petrovic. I didn't even look at his last name while saying that. It's actually Petrusev. Once again, probably butchered it. Now, at the time of recording, it is currently the night before the trade deadline, okay? It's 9:35 p.m. on the 7th of February. So there could have been some new moves when this video actually goes out, but I guarantee you none of them will be from the teams that I talk about in this video, because the teams I'm about to talk about are just delusional. And I'm not trying to attack any fans with this. If anything, I'm sure a lot of you guys will agree with what I say in this video, but the most delusional franchise right now in the NBA has to be the Chicago Bulls. And although there is a reason as to why they haven't made any moves, and we'll get to that a little bit later, it makes no sense that they haven't done anything with what they do have. We all know the value you can give for guys like DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Alex Caruso especially. He's probably the most valued player on your roster. The only reason why I don't mention Kobe White is because, to me, if you're the Chicago Bulls, if there's one player you're keeping, it's Kobe White. He's blossomed to be a great player so far this season, and I'm pretty sure he's still young. I mean, he's 23 years old, so I don't want to say build around him, but you can keep him around for a little bit. The craziest part, though, about the Chicago Bulls is that they tried making moves, right? They tried to not be a delusional franchise, but Zach LaVine, the guy who was in the trade, just didn't let it happen. And I don't really blame him for ruining the trade, because if I got a phone call from my agent saying that I have to pack my bags and go to Detroit to play for the Pistons, I would take any surgery there is under the sun. I would get a vasectomy, to be honest. I also can't help but feel like this Bulls organization is talking to their players and trying to give them hope, like trying to make them think that they can push for something, because clearly Vucevic is falling for some sort of propaganda posters in that training room, with there being an article that came out where he was quoted as saying, "We feel like we have enough." Enough for what exactly? I don't know. He didn't expand on maybe the draft lottery, maybe the play-in tournament. I don't really know. But like I said before, there is actually a reason as to why the Bulls haven't made a move, okay? And that's because of money. And no, I'm not talking about like cap room money or luxury tax or all that bullshit. I'm talking about that sweet, sweet ticket sales money, baby. We're talking about the #1 team in attendance this season so far. The 9th seed Chicago Bulls are the first team in attendance. Who's buying these tickets? Why are you going to these games? Do they have good food? I don't understand. So at the end of the day, they might be a terrible team, but why should the management make any changes if they're still making a ton of money from all these sales? And you already know that those tickets from that play-in tournament game are going to be sold out. There's no doubt about that. So yeah, I guess you could argue that there's a reason for the Bulls to be delusional, but the Golden State Warriors, on the other hand, have no excuses. It is clear that the dynasty is over, right? Klay Thompson is washed. Draymond Green is probably going to retire at some point. Jordan Poole got traded to the Wizards for literally pennies. And well, I mean, Steph Curry is just going to be Steph Curry. But the rest of this team isn't really winning, right? Kuminga's had a couple good games, and Pods is there and overhyped. But this isn't about the team performance, right? This is about how delusional they are for not making any moves, and they have someone that a lot of teams want, with that being Andrew Wiggins. From what I remember early on this season, I haven't really watched much Golden State Warriors games, but like I said, from what I remember, he hasn't been good. He's been pretty ass. But they still refuse to trade him. I don't understand. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Steve Kerr comes around and says, "I feel like this group can do something special. I really do. So if we don't do anything tomorrow," that being the trade deadline, "we feel like we have a good group we can push with." Once again, you aren't even a play-in team. What are you pushing for? Like, I don't understand how delusional some of these teams and players and coaches are. Maybe they're just saying face. Maybe they just want to, you know, make the fans feel better by thinking, hey, you know, guys, we're doing good over here. Maybe that's really how they feel. Then maybe the Warriors really feel like they can make a push for that play-in tournament, make their way to the 8th seed, and then make their way to the NBA Finals. I don't know. I don't know what Curry has in store. The Lakers were another team that were pretty delusional. I mean, they're one of those teams that talk so much about how they're in every single trade talk. They want to get this player. They want to get that player. They want to get that MVP. They want to get that All-Star, and they just never make any moves. Or if they do, they go and get fucking Gabe Vincent. But I just saw a tweet. I don't know if I can find it for this video, but they said that they're backing off of trade talks now and they believe what they currently have. Once again, how delusional are you? With one of the players that they very clearly want being DeJounte Murray, which is once again leading me to another team, the Atlanta Hawks, who are being delusional. Maybe they actually feel like they have a chance. Actually, let me rethink that one. I think the Atlanta Hawks, where are they right now in the standings? They're 10th and they're on a 2-game losing streak. I don't know how I feel about the Atlanta Hawks, man. I just don't think the DeJounte Murray situation has worked. I guess it all depends what the Lakers were going to give you, but the Brooklyn Nets are another team who are just refusing to give up any of their players. I don't understand why they're treating Mikal Bridges like he's fucking Giannis. Like, why are there so many delusional teams in the NBA? Please, just start making some moves. And like I said, maybe moves have happened by the time this video comes out, but if you did enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below your opinions, okay? What moves you want to see these teams make? Are you a fan of any of these teams? Are you absolutely hating your team right now? Let me know, okay? I want to hear all the juicy details, even if it's bad, okay? Because my team, the Sacramento Kings, just lost to the Detroit Pistons. So I'm kind of feeling some hurt myself right now, okay? And I'm hoping that we make some moves too. So yeah, like I said, be sure to like and subscribe. And Kyle Kuzma, you are a Sacramento King. Later.